God bless you.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Now and forever.
Excuse me, are you Behuta by any chance?
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs, be my guest. God knows I deserve it.
I don't need to right any wrongs. The devil sent me to see if you would rejoin his band.
He is free, and he still hasn't learned. Anyway, tell him I'm definitely not going back to that life.
Why don't you want to go back?
I want to reform myself, to redeem myself before the Lord God, and to earn his absolution. There is no way to do that if I am with the devil.
I'd like to find the rest of the devil's pack. Do you know anything about any of them?
Just Ranyek. It has been a few days since he was here.
Do you know where I could find him now?
Last time he told me he had a game arranged in Pshitoki. Maybe he's still there.
What did he want from you?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki and that he would definitely win this time. As always.
Thanks. Hopefully I'll find him there. I'll be on my way. I probably won't convince you anyway.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray for the devil's soul together. God knows he needs it badly.
We can, though I don't know if it'll help anything.
Every soul can be reformed if it so desires and sincerely repents of its sins. Look at me. I used to kill, drink, spend nights with whores, but I learned that it was the wrong way, and now I'm trying to make amends.
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll tell you. Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the devil's den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I trust Žižka to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Žižka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here. At my brother's grave.
Is that Slavek's grave?
You know my brother's name?
Aye. Kubienka told me about you both.
Aye. We were in the band together, but the priest was kind enough to let me bury him here.
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the band broke up, I didn't know what to do. Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me a completely different life than I had known before then. Together with my brother, I buried my past here, and vowed over his grave that I would never harm another living soul.
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind. Where else should I pray for the devil to find his own?
Let's get to it then. Would you like to start?
Aye, but it's Latin, so listen carefully and repeat after me. Pater Noster, qui is in careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventure ad rectum to whom, fet voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter it. Your turn now.
Pater Noster, qui isn't careless, sanctify cater, or no man's tomb. Adventit at rectum, to whom fate voluminous to her, seek it, inhale it, enter her.
That's right. Here's the rest of it. Panem most room. Quote, idi.
Amen.
Exactly. Amen. That's that then. A nice little prayer.
I hope the Lord will hear it. I'll let you meditate in peace here.
Wait a bit. Here, take this. You're a good man. It's a map to a place where I've stashed some things. I don't want to ever touch them again, but they might still be of use to you.
Oh, thank you. I'll look for them.
Think about what I told you. Jesus can help you too.
I hear a certain Matthew has been rampaging round here.
Do you mean Matthew the Collector?
Unless there are other Matthews around, it's probably him.
Aye, he's been giving us trouble for a while now. If I didn't have to deal with this Janos Uher bullshit, I'd have dealt with that scumbag by now. But as they say, misfortunes never come lightly. When there's bullshit, there's a lot of it.
Janos Uher?
That's the scoundrel I have locked up in the pillory outside my house right now.
What did he do?
He was trying to rob the blacksmith's house, but Loiza, his helper, caught him. He lunged at him, but Janusz pulled out his axe, and the lad ended in a bad way. God knows if he'll survive. If we have to bury Loiza, I'll make sure Janusz hangs.
How about I treat this Loiza boy? Would you let Janos go free?
What do you care about him? Is he some pal of yours?
I wouldn't say pal, exactly. It's more like we have some mutual friends.
All right. If you heal Loiza and pay for that scoundrel, I'll let him go. But don't let him show his face around here again.
I'll go to see Loiza.
As you wish, but be careful. He's in a really bad shape.
Hey, about this Matthew. Where does he ambush people most often?
He has already robbed several traders on the roads between our village and the Suchdol fortress. You'd better avoid those places. Although, there is a bounty on Matthew, if you dare. Not too measly, actually.
I'll think about it.
If you catch him, you won't regret it.
I have to do everything here myself. God bless you.
I'll be with you.
Lightened dark
Onions,
flour,
gar-
thin flatbread, all fresh and crunchy.
Praise be Jesus Christ, young man. I'm sorry to bother you, but I must stop you for a moment. Can I have a word? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew, the King's chief customs collector. I collect dues on trading routes.
Ah, I've been looking for you.
Is that so? Why would that be?
The Dry Devil sent me.
That old bastard is still alive. I thought he'd been executed a long time ago.
He's free again, thanks to us. He's getting his old band together, so they sent me looking for you.
That's so very sweet of him. So he whistles and I should come running to him like a good boy.
So, you don't want to come back then?
For the record, I have nothing against the devil, but I don't want to stick my neck out for fuck all anymore. I'm doing well for myself as my own master. The past is past.
Don't you miss the Devil's Pack? Kubienka is still talking about the old days.
I like to think of them sometimes too, but I don't miss them. None of them really know why they're with the devil anyway. Most of them just don't have anything else to do. If the devil reigns, they would just drink themselves to death or kill each other. At least I know what I want.
I understand. I'm not going to talk you out of it.
You're not? How'd you get involved in this mess anyway?
It's complicated.
No brat has ever said, when I grow up, I want to be a mean old bastard's dog's body. But somehow, a whole bunch of us ended up being just that. One lost cause after another. What led you to the devil?
I'm looking for the people who murdered my family. Someone like the devil could help me with that.
In that case, he's your man. He has a long arm. Many are afraid of him. Rightly so.
So you're not rejoining the devil? That's your final word?
Aye.
I'll let him know.
Well, maybe not the very last word. Since you're already here, would you pay the duty?
What are you talking about? What duty?
What do you think? To the king! I am His Majesty's chief customs collector.
Aye, and I'm Emperor Charles.
So where's the payment? A royal customs collector's time is precious.
What customs collector? You're just a bandit.
Peace all difference. Those who have, give. Those who don't, take. Cough up!
I've had enough of you. Let's settle this like real men. You're not coming back anyway, so it's no loss.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard!
I'll rip your ass off me. Oh! Jesus Christ!
Go! Go! Quick! Ka!
His intention was to steal.
Poor fella. He's barely breathing. That wound looked quite scary. But it's not so bad, really. It's deep, but it's clean, and it's not bleeding much. Maybe some potion will help him. If it was just a gash, he'd still breathe normally. That's all I can find out now. Janos broke his ribs with that strike. That's why it's so hard for him to breathe. First I have to treat the wound, and then I have to get something to help him breathe a little easier. Buck's blood potion, perhaps? I'm gonna bandage you now. Hold on a moment. I'll give you Buck's blood. Here. Drink this. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Please grant Loisa a speedy recovery. He has done nothing wrong. He doesn't deserve to die yet. This I ask as your faithful servant. Intercede for him, Lord God, and your Son, Jesus Christ. May Loisa recover soon, and may he continue to serve the Lord as a good Christian. Well, that's done. It might take a while, but he should be back on his feet eventually. I've already treated Loisa. He'll be all right.
Really? Well, it's true he's looking a little better now. He has a healthier color and all.
So everything worked out well. Can you let Janos go free?
Well, all right. But pay up first. Loisa needs something to live on while he's recovering. Think of it as compensation.
I'll pay right away. There you go. Now you can set him free.
Here's the key to the pillory. It's better if you free him yourself. I don't want him spitting on my boots.
Is there still a reward out for the collector?
There is. Mainly for that blasted book. Why?
I've already run into him.
Really? So I suppose you would also like to catch him. I just need you to bring the book he stole.
He's already taken care of.
Seriously? Huh, my goodness. And do you have the book?
I do. Here it is, bailiff.
Lad, you have no idea how happy you just made me. And that deserves a handsome reward. Here's what the monastery promised for the collector. And a little something extra from me.
Thanks, bailiff.
Well, they did tell me if I married a blacksmith, it'd end in tears.
Don't worry. You're not going to die. Apples! Greetings! Apples! Yellow and red! Buy some apples!
Hey, what you gape at? Fish face?
Dry Devil sent me. He's looking for you.
Tell him Janusz busy.
Oh. All right, then.
Dorothy, I just pulling pistol. Get me out of here, brother. My neck on line, hey?
Don't worry. I'll have you right out of there.
You some wizard, or what?
Well, not exactly. But I do have the key.
How the fuck you get that?
I healed that wounded villager. So the bailiff is letting you go.
Yeah, come let Janusz kiss you. But get me out first. I am stiff like fucking corpse. Fantastic! I am stiff like plank of wood. Thank you, fella.
You can thank the devil and Zizka. They sent me for you.
Devil? How he get free, hey? Last I know, he rotting in chains.
Me, Kubienka, and Zizka freed him.
Zizka, that mad bastard here? Now that is something to look forward to. And what about Eder? You find him too?
Not yet. Any idea where he might be?
That Polish fucker? He come see me, but then I get caught and he fuck off. He's somewhere near for sure. In nearest village, no doubt. Chasing wenches while friends next is in news.
I'll try asking around then.
We meet in Devil's Den. Till then, good luck.
We'll meet at the Devil's Den.
I hope. We got things to drink too. Oh, Richie, somebody beat me to it. All mushrooms from yesterday gone.
Greetings to you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Was möchtest du?
I'm looking for a wandering man-at-arms. He's Polish, so he doesn't speak our language, but he still just won't shut up. He's called...
Adder.
Aye.
Don't even remind me of him. Verdammt nochmal.
Did something happen?
To me? Nein, nein. Quite the contrary. We knocked back a nice few cold ones last night. And I have Kopfschmerzen all day. It's all his mate's fault. As soon as the Poles saw him, they greeted each other and then things went to shit. They didn't pass out until dawn.
Do you know where Adder is now?
You should ask the butcher's wife, Eve.
Why should I ask the butcher's wife?
Well, why do you think?
Do I have to make you say it? How does this concern Adder?
It's just some village clutch.
Look, I've heard a lot about Adder. If he was sticking it where he shouldn't have, I'd rather know before some cuckold comes at me with a pitchfork.
Knowing our butcher, you're not far from the truth, glaub mir. Letzte Nacht, Adder suddenly disappeared, just at the same time as the butcher's wife, Eve, did.
She left alone at night.
Leider ja. Her man passed out on the table right there in the inn. What else could she do?
So Adder took the opportunity.
Natürlich.
So where is the local butcher's?
If you go to the village from here, the butcher's Grundstück is the very last one.
I'll go to see her. Maybe she knows something.
You should be careful. The butcher does not like seeing other men around his Eve.
Where can I find this Raniek?
Try asking the man who paid for his losses yesterday.
Was he broke?
He lost a small fortune here yesterday. It looked like he was going to get a nice beating because he lost more than he had. But a bunch of Kerler from Bilani, who also came to play, lent him some coin. I reckon they felt sorry for him.
And do you know where I could find these men from Bilani?
In Bellany, I reckon.
Thanks a lot, I suppose.
Tut mir leid. I can't really think clearly after last night. If I were you, I would ask the Bellani innkeeper. With luck, you will run into them right there.
I'll be on my way. And thank you.
Nichts zu danken.
Go! Quick! Quick! Go!
Stop right there.
Quick!
Greetings. What do you want?
Did you see a lad named Raniek around here? He's a passionate gambler.
Aye. I suppose he was here. What about him?
Do you know where Raniek is now?
No. But try asking the dice players. He played with them all night long. Maybe he told them where he was headed.
Are the dice players here? Just point them out to me.
That's them. At that table, over there. They sit there playing dice every single day. The devil knows where they get their money from.
How did Raniek do at dice?
Terribly. He had the worst of luck. I almost felt sorry for him. He owed a lot of coin at the end of the night. I'm not all that surprised they were keeping an eye on him to make sure he didn't run away. Farewell.
Greetings, my friend.
The innkeeper said you were playing dice with Raniek.
You know Raniek? Then you must have a drink with us. A friend of Raniek's is a friend of ours.
Thanks, but I'd rather know what happened to Raniek.
Impatient, aren't you? We can take you to him right now if you want.
Lead the way then.
Come on, Raniek's waiting.
Greetings. God be with you.
Good day.
I'll be right with you.
Hey, do you want to see him or not?
So where is he? What? Where is he? I don't get it. What happened to him?
We met this Raniek in Pshitoki. We even lent him money when he had nothing to play with. He swore he'd pay us back. Then we met here and played some more. Raniek kept losing, but he didn't know when to stop.
What did he do to him?
Nothing at all. That bastard brought it on himself. When it was clear he had no way to pay us back, we started watching him to make sure he couldn't run away. He started whining about having to take a dump. We didn't want to watch him shit himself, so we let him go and said we'd wait outside the shithouse. But the bastard got the idea to flee the other way.
You mean through...
Aye, by crawling through shit. But I reckon it was deeper than he thought, and he never came out.
Couldn't you just say it? Why all the song and dance?
So you don't think of running away. Your friend Raniek can't pay us now. But since you're here, you should pay what he owed us.
And if I don't pay?
Either you give us your money, or you'll have to pull that poor wretch out. What do you choose?
Forget it.
That much silver? Hardly. If you don't want to join Raniek head first, you better pay.
Is that a threat? What would you say if I beat all those fucking ideas out of your heads?
I'd like to see that. Get him, lads!
I'll get you! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
What are you doing? A weapon? A wet Christ almighty!
Fucker!
We gotta go, you...
Show your stuff!
What can you do? Jesus Christ be praised.
Go! Quick! Car!
Good day to you.
I'm looking for someone, and the innkeeper said you might be able to help.
Is that so? Who is it?
A wandering man at arms. He's a foreigner, a Pole. They call him Adder.
And the innkeeper sent you to me. How nice of him. As if the whole village didn't know already. Now he's going to tell everyone who just walks by. Who are you anyway? Some friend of his?
Something like that. I just need to find him.
Then you better hurry up. My old man wants to murder him.
Why does he want to kill him?
Because he's a stubborn fool who won't let me explain. And believes gossip over his own wife.
Your innkeeper told me you were fooling around with Adder. Is that right?
Excuse me? What are you talking about, you cheeky rogue?
All right. I'm sorry. Tell me what really happened.
That doesn't matter anymore.
If you don't tell me, I'll have to go to your husband and defend Adder with my blade. Is that what you want?
No. Jesus Christ. Why are men like this? Huh? It's not that a beating wouldn't do him good. But I don't want him to be killed.
Then calm down and tell me what happened.
Nothing happened. I mean, not that the Pole wasn't interested. He was looking at me all night at the inn, but I avoided him. If my husband noticed anything, I'd be in big trouble. But he got so drunk he fell asleep on the table, and I couldn't wake him up. So I got up and went home alone. Ada must be damn quick, because he beat me home and waited for me at the door.
What did he want? Did he hurt you?
No, and I don't know what he wanted either. He was drunk, and since he doesn't speak our tongue, I couldn't understand him. Then he hiccuped, fell to the ground and started snoring.
And what happened then?
He's a big man, so I couldn't move him. I just left him sleep there till morning. That's when my husband returned. And when he found him, he threw a fit. He thinks I had something with Ada. Me! Me, who has been loyal to him all these years. If he'd taken one good look at Ada, he'd have seen it wasn't even possible. Ada was still dead drunk in the morning.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but notice. Is that bruise from the butcher?
He doesn't mean it. He just doesn't know what he's doing when he's angry.
I'll at least give you something for the pain. Here you go. A potion for the pain. It should help you quickly.
Thank you.
And where will I find your husband, Ada, and the rest?
Outside the village, in the direction of Kuttenberg. There's a lone tree in the middle of the field. You can see it from a distance. They said that's where they'd take him, so that no one can see them.
You said others went with your husband.
Aye. Some men from the village.
How many of them?
How should I know? 3? Maybe 4?
And did they have weapons?
They're no soldiers. But they carried axes.
That sounds like even more trouble. I hope we can sort it out peacefully.
Please, tell me they won't get hurt. My old man put them up to it. It's not their fault.
Don't worry. If I can, I want to settle this peacefully. I better go and see your husband. The sooner it's over, the better.
Hurry up, please. Take care.
Go! Go!
Panie, mój Boże, wysłuchaj mnie. Całe życie mordowałem i ruchałem. Więcej razy paliłem kościoły, niż byłem u spowiedzi. Wybacz swemu słudze. Wybacz. Wybacz i pozwól mi jeszcze tylko raz wykastrować tych bezbożnych skurwysynów!
Shut up! No one can listen to your damn gibberish!
Twoja baba i tak do końca życia będzie pamiętać o mojej polskiej kiełbasie!
I'll shut that gob of yours!
Ciebie i twoją matkę piekło pochłonie. Niech was piekło pochłonie!
Wait! Stop!
A co to za kutas?
What do you want? And who the hell are you?
Leave him alone and untie him.
Why would I do that? Do you know what that bastard did?
If you're talking about the rumors in the village, it's all lies. Nothing happened.
You don't know what you're talking about. That whoreson defiled my wife, my Eva, eh? He should be glad we're only gonna hang him. If I had my way, we'd castrate him as well.
I saw that mark you left on your wife's face. That was no accident, was it?
What are you on about?
You'll raise your hand to a defenseless woman, but you need a whole gang to take on a man.
That's got fuck all to do with you.
Trembling already, coward? Forget about all this. Go home and take your friends with you. And if I find out you've even looked at Ava the wrong way... You get me?
As you wish, she's all yours. But the cow is mine, and she's coming with me.
Oh, fuck.
Ty kurwy! Jebać brat!
I'm sorry.
Jeszcze ten kociofik mi łeb rozrywa. Jak mnie to wkurwia! O kurwa. O kurwa, było blisko. Gdybym nie miał chociaż tego kociofika. No to czemu to przyjechał? Czego chcesz mówić? O kurwa mać. Mało brakowało. Kimkolwiek jesteś, masz krzepę. Ale teraz to sam bym wpierdolił tym gównojadom.
I reckon you want to know who I am, right? I'm Henry. Henry.
Henie, a dlaczego ty mówisz do mnie jak ten głupca?
Yes, that's me. Henry. I was sent by Dry Devil. He's waiting for you at the Devil's Den.
Bożeż kurwa, czart żyje? To jeszcze go nie powiesili? Kurwa, patrz, głupi kto szczęście sprzyja. A co z Janoszem? Przecież zostawiłem go tam na pastwę losu.
You mean Janos Uer? I saved him from the pillory a while ago.
O! Złaciutki! Kocham cię. Chodź ze mną. Musimy to opić w czartówce.
As you say, in the Devil's Den. That's where all of us are supposed to meet. You know what? I'll go with you right now.
No to w drogę!
Janos and Adder are back, so that's a reason to celebrate. Are you drinking with us?
Let's have a toast to that.
Toast? No. We get drunk like hogs.
To pytam się jej, czy nie chce wskoczyć na konika.
Ada, for fuck's sake.
A wiesz co ona mi na to?
She says she don't understand shit, huh?
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
A co ty taki wrażliwy?
Did Henry take his sweet time with a rope? Or are you this stupid from birth and I just forgot?
Ah, he's thicker now. If Henry let him choke any longer, he'd be drooling on his shirt.
Chcesz mordę?
Shut up! Fucking hell.
What biting your arse, devil, huh?
I wanted to say I'm glad you and Ada are back. That I don't feel like it anymore.
No to my się sami napijemy. Na zdrowie!
Yeah! To us!
You should raise a toast to Henry. You'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
Leave it be. You needed men, so I got them.
Don't be modest. You saved those arseholes' hides. They won't even thank you.
Shishka's right, you ungrateful bastards. That we should all thank Henry for bringing us to the same table again. So, to Henry.
To the king.
Which one? Or we drink 2 times?
Don't make trouble, Janos. Henry saved you from the noose, but no one will save you from me.
What I care about any kings? Better drink to Henry!
To Henry.
Za tę śliczną cycatkę z łaźni.
Only them? You have more, no?
Tell us about it, Henry. What happened?
I also found Matthew, but he grew tired of your pack. He prefers robbing old crones by the road.
Zdradziecki, zapluty szczur. Jeśli wejdzie mi w drogę, zatłukę go, kurwa, jak świnie!
What did he say?
Nothing nice, I'd imagine. But he forgot to add, Kurva!
What about the rest?
And Raniek is dead.
Somebody rammed dice down his throat.
Not quite. But it was Dice that paid him back in the end.
Kurwa! Dał słowo, że tym razem na pewno wygra. Ale znamy się jak łyse konie. Miałem go lepiej pilnować.
Don't feel bad, hey? He not want help and he don't deserve it. What about the rest?
And Bahuta, he has decided to redeem himself, so he could pass the Lord's judgment.
Co za jeło? Nawet Bóg ma go w dupie. Ha!
He got to try hard. Wake up before sunrise, pray, Give up meat and beer. And the woman's. Fuck. Poor bastard.
That's it. That's everyone.
So, we are the only ones?
Unfortunately. But the best remain.
So, to loyal brothers in arms.
Yeah, to us! Long live us!
W moim ogródeczku rośnie różyska. Napój mi, Maniusiu, mego kunicka. Nie chcę, nie napoję, bo się kunia, kurwa boję. Bo się kunia, kurwa boję, bo mi jeszcze młoda!
Nice. We also have one like that.
To teraz ty, młodzieniaszku, dawaj!
What did he say?
He say you sing now.
I'd be delighted. Underneath our windows, water flows so clear. Take my little horse there and water him, my dear. I won't water him, though. No, I can't anymore.
Cudownie! Pięknie!
Henry, my friend, Janusz love you.
A mnie nie?
You most, my sweet other.
No to wypijmy za to!
What did he say?
We drink to that.
Of course we'll drink.
Two last drop, Henry. That is the way. You tell us some story, eh?
Fellas,
I could not say it better.
Amen!
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next. Come on, there's no time to waste. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
It was a massacre. They shot at us from the ramparts, broke through the gate. We were on the back foot the whole time.
Yeah. But we also sent a lot of the bastards to hell. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Bergov will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Bergov. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? No need to mince words.
Sir Hans here is right. It's starting to piss me off the way Von Bergov's been stringing us along all this time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger was holed up in Malishal, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Bergov, use at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me von Berghoff has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlec, and it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Praguers, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed, what then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malashov.
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
And how are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough! Von Berghoff has to die. Painfully. And above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
We really appreciate it, son. Believe me.
And we won't mind if you got a couple more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be la cavalerie royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malashov down stone by stone.
Ah, a company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
No, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlec, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
Me again? Well, at least I'll see Catherine.
Well, now, has the youngster here fallen in love?
That's settled then. Henry will go to the camp. Catherine will tell you all you need to know. You'll find her in the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malashov and find out how von Berghoff and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. You'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit crammed for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Praguers.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Hey, Henry! Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
It didn't look so bad at the start. We actually arrived in time and urged everyone to flee. But some of Eric's cutthroats got inside the tavern and murdered everyone there. Before we'd finished with them, a great mob gathered outside and struck against the gate. And it fell.
Oh, fuck! That sounds like a right massacre. God damn it. I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side. But you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out. He left with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious house. It'd be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malashov for me.
No need to thank me.
I beg to disagree, my brave and faithful companion. First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And secondly, I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
I'm honoured. Thank you, friend. Please enlighten me, O noble sir.
According to legend, this bow belonged by right to Margrave Jobst of Moravia, who, however, was not worthy of it. And so, fate decreed that it fell into the hands of a proper knight.
What are you saying?
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Raborsh, and it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than you.
That is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine, shoot some deer and celebrate with wine, like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
Yeah, but it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. Because, as you yourself heard, there's no reasonable mission here for the noble lord of Leiper and Perkstein. So all I can do is head to the woods and make sure we don't die of hunger here. You'll come with me, right? We promised Zizka some meat, after all.
But I have work to do in Sigismund's camp.
The camp will still be there when we get back. Come on.
Oh, all right. I won't leave you in the lurch.
That's the spirit. Now, listen. I found this great spot in the forest near Bohunjevitz, an abandoned hunter's camp. I thought you might like to come with me, have a drink, chat, and do some hunting. What's more, it's on the way to Sigismund's camp.
Let's go then.
Great. Saddle your horse and get ready. I can smell the game from here. Can you smell that? Freedom!
I smell a big roe deer. Maybe even a stag.
How about a wager on who kills more game?
I'd rather not. You know how it ends up when we make bets.
If you're talking about the cock-up at the pond.
No, I meant that bet back in Ratai. When we made a bet to see who could bag more hares, remember?
Of course I do. I won.
In your dreams. I bagged twice as many hares as you, but I was talking about the humans who caught you and tied you to a tree.
Aye. That's something I'd rather forget. It wouldn't happen to us now, though. We're far too experienced. It's not long ago we were brawling in a tavern, and now look at us. It's amazing how much we've been through together.
And how many adventures we still have ahead of us, eh?
I hope so. But to be honest, conquering Malashov and capturing von Bergov, I hope Zizka has a foolproof plan.
Don't worry. It's nothing we can't handle.
And when we tell our story in some tavern, the lasses will be falling at our feet.
Don't you think you should take a break from the lasses? Remember how it turns out. A jealous husband nearly drowned you once.
Bloody arson balls.
Yeah, and after that, there was the hacked-off butcher.
You mean when I was courting Carolina? That was your fault. You were feeding me the wrong verses.
Oh, sorry about that. But I hope you won't be so busy with wenches you forget your old mates.
No chance of that. The world's full of pretty wenches, but a good friend. Once you find one, you have to hold on to him. You remember what I told you before the Cumans caught me, don't you?
Something about minions, wasn't it? It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
That's right. And I'd say you're a lot more than just my minion these days. But that's enough chat. It's still a fair way to the camp. How about we go a bit faster?
Let's go.
Wait, can you hear that? There are people in the camp. Bloody hell. Soldiers. Sigismund's men, judging by the colours. Shit, there's a dead body. Over there, by the tree. A local hunter, probably. He must have stumbled across them. Those bastards will pay for this.
Let's get them. No mercy.
For King Wenceslas. Your face is to make an effort. Stand for! Now I'll show you.
Do it! I'll hack your arm!
Take that, you unwashed yokel! Oh, and stink all the way over here! And that's that. I didn't expect it to be so easy.
Oh, I did. After all we've been through, a couple of common soldiers can't give us any trouble.
All right, all right.
Shouldn't we tell Zizka about what happened here?
Why? There's not much to tell, really.
All right. Nobody needs to know.
My thoughts exactly.
And what about the dead man on the tree?
We should bury him. It's not sacred ground, but we can't drag him with us. And we can't leave him to the wolves either.
What now? Make camp and go hunting?
I don't know. I seem to have lost my mood for it. But we promised to bring some meat, didn't we?
Oh, these fellas were just skinning a doe. That should do it.
All right. Let's cut it up and take it back to Devil's Den. We'll go together, right?
Of course.
All right. You take care of the doe. I'll start digging a grave.